So in this segment, we're going to be talking about there are no deliveries because of Brexit. Supermarket worker reveals. So this is a really short article. Obviously, the pandemic and it's causing issues with regards to supermarkets. But according to this Italian shop worker working in Great Britain, she talks about the Brexit being the main issue, not the pandemic. So, an Italian woman working for one of Britain's supermarkets said, "For most of the week, there are no deliveries. She has not seen anything like this in 12 years." So either she's been working here for 12 years, or something really bad happened 12 years ago. I don't know what could have happened. The woman who works in the London area said a friend who works for another supermarket is also missing deliveries. She said this means her shifts are being cancelled and she's losing work hours because obviously if she's working, stacking shelves or whatever, there's no shelves to stack, there's no products to stack on the shelves, so she's losing hours because of Brexit. I think this is a Sainsbury's. Not taken from the supermarket store article, so we can gather that it's most likely not Sainsbury's impacted. Sainsbury's not mentioned in this article, but you can see some empty shelves. Not the toilet roll, man. Anyways, is Brexit not the pandemic? She told the London Economic, "The truth is, I don't know what is going on. We are getting a delivery and then we are not getting any deliveries for 3-4 days. Staff is staying at home. I am so upset. The delivery shortage is because of Brexit. I've been here for 12 years. I have never seen anything like this happen. Deliveries came before Brexit. During the pandemic, it was never this bad before." And that's the key point, that most European countries are not struggling to stack, shelves. They might have had problems originally because of panic buying, which is something that the person being interviewed does mention. But fundamentally, what is the difference between the UK and a lot of other European countries? Is that most of the other European countries are a part of the EU and not facing shelf shortages. We've seen a lack of expertise, the dearth of, delivery drivers. I think warehouses are being impacted as well, and that's mainly down to Brexit, and that's why you're having that's why you're having these shortages. She added, "It's not because of the pandemic, because it has always worked last year. Last year we didn't see as many problems once the panic buying stopped." She says, "I have worked through the pandemic. I have never stopped when people started panic buying. We've had some problems because people brought everything, not because we didn't have anything to sell like now." And that's the difference. During the panic buying, there was, they ran out of stuff because everything was sold. But now they have nothing to sell because the products aren't coming in. They have nothing to put on the shelves themselves. So this is just, fundamentally, this shows you that, obviously this is anecdotal to an extent, but I have heard from one of my friends who, works in a shop, saying that their deliveries have been moved from Wednesday to Thursday, and the stuff that they normally get in has become less regular, and they are having issues. And so obviously I'm in the East Midlands. This article was written and it was interviewed by someone who works in London, and we're going to see more fundamental issues as the summer rages on. Like we mentioned before, we're already seeing problems within farms where they can't pick certain things, so that's going to cause a vegetable shortage, fruit and veg shortage, British ones, and then you've got a fundamental shortage of lorry drivers, which further causes more problems. But yeah, I don't know what more to say apart from the fact that the government can't hide from the pandemic forever. The reality will have to hit at some point during the year. They've gotten lucky in part because of COVID hiding a lot of the sins the government has. But once that goes, once people start realising, EU countries aren't facing the shortages we are, I wonder why. Northern Ireland is doing way better than we are now as well. They've got stocked up shelves. They've still got to suffer through Dido Harding's awful test and trace system, but they're not having these issues that we have. I wonder why we're having these fundamental issues. Is it because we're not part of the EU single market and customs union anymore? That's a mystery to me, and Detective Pikachu isn't on this case, unfortunately. But anyways, look, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.